That's Ezra Robinson, and he just finished his senior season on the Booker High track team. We'll tell you how he did in state and where he's going to go next year to continue his education.
Wow.
I'm Colton Bazinas, and I'll have that story coming up on Game On Profiles.
Livia Toth has wrapped up her tennis playing career for Riverview, and this tennis state champion has loved being a part of the Rams tennis team and is ready to continue playing tennis at the next level. The Northport Bobcats have a senior, Logan Hogarth, who played the hot corner and pitched in some big games. Logan will play college baseball, and we'll talk with him and his head coach about his game. All of those stories on this edition of Game On Profiles. And we kick off now.
That's 6 feet.
You got to get out, don't walk.
There you go.
Get out! That's it.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Game On Profiles, where you get the chance to meet some of the outstanding student athletes from our Sarasota County District High Schools. I'm Maverick Johnson. The Booker High Tornadoes have a three-sport star. He's Ezra Robinson. Ezra played football, basketball, and track. Quite an accomplishment for any student athlete. Ezra excelled in each sport, especially in track, where he competed in 3 different events. Our student reporter, Colton Bazinas, caught up with Ezra and his coach to find out about his success and his plans to continue athletics in college.
He runs. He jumps.
Good.
He clears over 6 feet in the high jump. He's senior Ezra Robinson, and track is just something that comes easy to him.
Yeah, somewhat. You know, I was always a jumper, you know. My late 8th grade year, I started dunking, you know. I was like, wow. So, yeah, I mean, jumping just, it's like a natural thing for me, so.
Good, good.
Jumping might be natural for Ezra because he works so hard. He loves the challenge and the competition.
Yeah, you know, when I see someone do it, I'm like, man, like, hey, he's human, I'm human. We can both do the same thing, you know. I don't like to make myself think that someone's better than me because, you know, we're all human. We can all do the same things if we just put our minds to it. So if I see someone do it, I'm like, hey, I can get out there and do it, and it so happens I can, you know. And I'm like, wow, I'm surprised.
Oh. Well, he's going to leave it the same height, but he kind of jumped a little bit too quick.
One of Ezra's coaches is Stephen Crane, and he's seen Ezra improve over his years on the track team.
Ezra has always had a tremendous amount of ability. I think it's been neat watching him increase his performance over the years.
Cleared it with room to spare.
For 4 years, Ezra has worked hard to become the best, and his coach says it shows through his leadership.
One of the things that makes Ezra a leader is that he has an extremely cheerleader, positive attitude, encouraging type of approach, not only to his efforts, but he's the first person to go and try to, you know, motivate somebody else and encourage them as well. So it makes a big difference.
Wow.
Ezra also played basketball and football and has earned a full ride to attend Michigan State University.
I have a full ride to Michigan State University. I'm very, very, very happy, you know, and blessed that I have that full scholarship. But, you know, it's hard work, you know. Basically, just putting in long hours of hard work and finally getting paid off, you know, literally.
All right. So, you know, the fact that he's going to a reputable school like a Big Ten university like Michigan State, that just speaks to what he's accomplished in his high school career, and I'm sure he's not done.
Ezra competed at the state meet last year, and this year he finished 6th in the high jump, and his family has helped him achieve his success.
I don't know how much I can thank my family for being there for me and supporting me in everything I do, you know, from football to track to basketball, you know. They're very supportive.
Ezra has set goals for himself and would one day love to play in the National Football League.
As a career, I want to make it to the NFL. You know, that's every football player's dreams. You know, to make it to the NFL is like a really big thing for me. But if it so happens to not work out, then, you know, I get a free education. So, you know, I'm going to use that education and try to enter the business world and, you know, explore with that.
His coach is proud of this three-sport star and will miss him and his contributions to the Booker Nation.
But yes, he'll be missed because he has the whole package, not just the academic and the athletic ability, but he's just a real great guy to be around. Like I said, he's a cheerleader, a natural leader.
There you go.
Ezra will look back fondly on all of his coaches who have helped push him to succeed.
Yeah, great coaches, you know. They're motivators, you know, they're like family members, like all of them like dads to me, you know. They push you, you know, and if you have like problems out of sports in school, you know, they're there for more support as well. You know, you can talk to them about anything you need. So, great coaching staff, amazing.
Ezra Robinson, one Booker graduate to keep your eye on as he soars to new heights. Reporting for Game On Profiles, I'm Colton Bazinas.
Wow.
All right, Colton, so talk to me a little about track practice. Had you ever witnessed the high jump in person before, like out on the track field?
I had not before this, and it was really cool to watch. I've never seen anyone really jump that high just on their own, but it was really cool. I mean, I've never seen him jump that high like on the football field or anything.
So, you know, it's fascinating to me, track, but he also plays football, basketball. How do these all relate together?
That's true. He is very athletic, and about the connection, I guess you never really do associate it, but if you think about it, it's kind of the same movement, and it really does kind of connect.
So you know him from being a teammate with him on the football field. How does he show his leadership as a teammate?
Well, he was the only one out there on that day, but from my experience with him, he is a great leader. He encourages people, and he really gets you up when you're down, and he really doesn't get down himself. He really keeps everyone going, and he's a really great guy.
So a full ride to play football at Michigan State, so he's obviously mastered the talent of balancing both academics and athletics.
Yeah, definitely. He's very well-spoken, and he knows what he's doing. He's great.
He was talking to you a little about his goals and the NFL and the business world, both of those things. I mean, he's set up for success either way, right?
Oh, definitely. He's a great player, and he would do great in the NFL, but he's also a very smart guy, and he's very, very talented, and he would be able to pull off anything in the business world.
Well, great job on the story, Colton. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, we've got more Game On Profiles on the Education Channel. Please stay with us.
That's Livia Toth, and she just wrapped up playing 4 years of varsity tennis for the Rearview Rams. And we'll tell you what she'll be playing next year in college. I'm Pete McClellan, and I'll have that story coming up on Game On Profiles.
Bring this one.
There you go.
Welcome back to Game On Profiles. I'm Maverick Johnson. For our next story, the Riverview Rams women's tennis team did very well this past season. One of their players had a remarkable tennis career, going undefeated in her first 3 years on the team. She's Livia Toth, and she won a state championship in her freshman year and lost her first match as a junior in the state final. This year, Livia moved up to play #1 singles and doubles and did quite well. Livia will play tennis in college, and as our student reporter, Pete McClellan, found out, Livia works very hard on her game and loved playing tennis for the Rams.
Livia Toth played #1 single.
hurt me. Nice shot.
And doubles for her Rams team. And when she plays big.
Aggressive, and I definitely play like a guy.
Livia loves being on the tennis team, and her teammates have become like a second family.
I love all the girls. Really, truly and honestly, we have absolutely become like a family. We do team bonding, everything from mini golf to pasta parties, so we've become really close.
You know, you just got to come out there with the confidence in your serve, okay?
Kathy Rosenberg is the women's tennis team head coach, and she's also a Riverview alum. Kathy has watched her #1 player work very hard this season.
She's a super hard worker on the court. She never gives up. She's very passionate of the game. You know how she feels when she's playing a match. She's not a yeller or screamer, but, you know, come on, Livia, she really, you know, expresses herself. So I think it's been good for the kids to see my younger ones that aren't as tournament experienced, that she really, you know, this is how you go out and really fight for a match and try as hard as you can. It doesn't matter who you're playing. She played some very, very difficult players this year, very good ones, and it didn't matter. She still went out and tried her best, even if she didn't win.
After winning states as a freshman and going undefeated in her first 3 years, Livia has been working hard, taking on the responsibilities of playing #1 singles, making her play against some of the best players in the state.
Well, it was definitely hard. I had to train a lot more in the off season to try to make up for, you know, going from being #4 to being #1 and being captain. So I had to train a lot, but I took it as a challenge, so it was good. It bettered my game overall for sure.
It's a power game. She has a one-handed backhand, which is unusual with a lot of girls today. She's able to slice it as well as hit over it. And her serve is a big serve, so she gets a lot of free points off her serve. Probably one of the hardest serves in the area she had this year.
Playing tennis for the Rams team has been a very special part of Livia's high school years.
I've loved meeting all the girls on the team. We get along really well, made some really great friends, great memories, so it's been one of the best things.
After graduation, Livia will attend Northwood University in West Palm Beach on a full tennis scholarship, and she can't wait.
I'm studying entertainment, sports, and event management at Northwood University.
It's a small school. They're looking really forward to having her come. She's looking to play one of the top positions there, and I think it'll be a good stepping stone for her. I've told her all this year I think she's going to be a very good college player because she really just has that passion and wants to play the game.
Playing the game is part of Livia's daily routine, and when she picked up the racket for the last time playing for the Rams was emotional.
Oh, I cried the last match. It was so emotional. Just thinking back on it, you know, it was the last time I ever picked up a tennis racket and would play for Riverview. Like the absolute last time. It was just so sad. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to playing for college. That's another 4 years, and I'll meet new people, have lots more great experiences. So I guess that's going to be probably the best thing about that. But it was definitely really sad.
Good shot.
Coach Kathy is proud of Livia's achievements during her high school career and will be sad to see her go.
Just her fun attitude out there, fun listening to her music in the car, enjoying her. You know, she, like I said, she's got such a passion for the game, and I love seeing that. And she loves to watch tennis. She enjoys, you know, just enjoys everything about it. And I think that'll be something I'll really miss.
The women's Rams tennis team will miss Livia and wish her all the best as she takes her tennis game to college.
Shot.
Reporting for Game On Profiles, I'm Pete McClellan.
Good shot.
All right, Pete, well, let's first talk about playing tennis. Have you played tennis? Had you been to a practice before?
I've played tennis, you know, play with my family, play with some friends, but nothing competitive like the way she was playing out there. And, you know, there's definitely a different spirit that she has playing tennis than I would have with my friends, and she's very serious about it, yet, you know, you can tell she loves the game.
So let me ask you this, first real tennis practice, what kind of nuances did you pick up with watching a very skilled person at practice?
I was very impressed with what she was doing. You know, she was able to conduct herself well on the court, and she had a good presence on the court. She knew what she was doing. It wasn't just going out there to play a game. It was definitely very methodical. She had a system. She had techniques she was doing. So,
you know, Coach was saying that she's very passionate. She's a fighter. She even described her personality on the court, kind of almost like a guy, kind of aggressive. Did you kind of witness that at practice?
Definitely. I mean, in her serves and in her every swing, she was very aggressive. She had a lot of power with it. And like I said, you could tell that she really loved the game. She was out there having fun, and you know, her and her coach had a good relationship. But she was, you know, concentrated on what she was doing, and her goal was to be her best and to play her best.
You know, when you were talking about her being undefeated for her first 3 years, you know, you're a student athlete in high school. What does that kind of record say to you, another student athlete?
That's very impressive. You know, and as she sort of said, going into her senior year, she was looking forward to facing those bigger competitors. And as a competitor, and as any competitor will tell you, you want to play against the best. So going into her senior year, she didn't win as many games, but she definitely loved playing against better tennis players.
You know, one of the things that I took away from Coach when you interviewed her was her attitude, setting herself up for success in the future. Is that something you took away as well?
Yeah, I mean, getting to continue to do what you love another 4 years and getting money along with that to get a better education, you know, it's a great thing to have.
Well, Pete, great job on the story as always.
Thank you.
All right, we've got more Game On Profiles in a minute. Stay with us here on the Education Channel.
That's senior Logan Hogarth. He's starting third baseman and a power hitter on this season's Bobcats team. And next year, he'll be playing baseball in college. I'm Cole Murray, and I'll have that story coming up on Game On Profiles.
Oh, sweetheart. Gonna give you a hand?
No thanks, Dad. I got it.
Okay. I'm gonna go fix the lamp in your room.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to Game On Profiles. I'm Maverick Johnson. For our final story, the Northport Bobcats baseball team have completed their season and were led on the field by senior Logan Hogarth. Logan played third base and is one of the Bobcats' leading hitters. He also took the mound for some of their biggest games. Our student reporter, Cole Murray, talked with Logan and his head coach about Logan's play on the diamond and his plans to continue playing the game he loves in college.
Logan Hogarth has been around baseball his whole life, and he loves to play the game.
Baseball has been part of my life since the age of 4, ever since I can remember. Since I had that ball and glove in my hands, I've been playing it since. It was the best game I've ever played, and I love it.
Loving the game and playing baseball, especially being around teammates, has been Logan's escape.
The best thing about being on the Bobcats is just the guys. Having the guys every day around you is the best. You can have a hard day at school, you can come out here and chill with them. It makes you feel so much better. Escape from everything else.
You got away with it the other night on a box situation.
The Bobcats head coach is Rob Rowe, and his coach appreciates Logan's leadership on the field.
Well, this year I would say that being a team leader would be the most important thing this year that he's brought to from last year to this year is more of a team leader.
Logan competes on and off the field. He's signed to attend Boston College next year and has over a 3.5 GPA. He is a competitor.
He is probably right up there with a couple of our guys with the most competitive guys on the team, and I think that's one of the reasons for his success, but he's never going to quit on you.
Focus is the key to Logan maintaining his schoolwork during baseball season.
School and baseball are really hard to balance, but because we usually get home around 7 from baseball practice, but you just gotta stay focused. I get home, eat, do my homework right away. I mean, if you procrastinate, it tends to drag on, and then that allows your GPA to go down. You just get so stressful. It just keeps on your mind, and it affects your baseball too because you're worried about school. And it could affect your eligibility to play.
Logan will attend Boston College in the fall on a baseball scholarship, and he has plans for his education, studying economics.
Economics, yeah, I want to be an economic major and go into like the political world and be an advisor for, you know, government or top Fortune 500 companies. I love to mess around with that stuff.
Logan's days of baseball are far from over, and the sky is the limit for this young athlete.
The sky's the limit for him. The good thing about Logan is I think that his best years are ahead of him. I don't think he's topped out. He's tremendously fast, he's very strong, and he has a great projectile towards the next level, and even professional baseball if that's something he wants to do. So it's exciting for him. And, you know, as far as going to Boston College, I think he's going to be a guy that competes right off the bat. I think he will be somebody that plays his freshman and sophomore year there.
As Logan ends his high school career at Northport High School, he's excited to continue his career at Boston College.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I mean, I got pro scouts looking, and I'm looking to go to college, and after that, hopefully it continues on to pro ball. But if not, I'll end up with an excellent degree from Boston College. I just work hard and hope for the best.
It's hard to see players come and go, and his coach will miss Logan after he graduates.
Just the day-to-day operations is the things I'm going to miss the most about him. You know, he brings a lot to the table as far as a player, and we're going to miss that. But I believe there are players here in the future that'll pick up and do the same things that he's doing here. But him as a person in general, we're going to miss him a lot.
I'm going to miss most is all the coaches and teammates. I mean, high school will be the best, it'll be the most funnest ball I've ever played in my life. I'll still remember it when I'm older because it's so much fun, no worries, no nothing. You know, once you go up to the higher levels, it becomes a business and stuff. But
congratulations and good luck to Logan Hogarth as he follows his dreams and heads off to Boston College, representing the Bobcats baseball team. Reporting for Game On Profiles, I'm Cole Murray.
All right, Cole, so talk to me. You're a baseball player who has decided to focus on wrestling now in high school. Your impressions of Logan as a baseball player?
He is an outstanding worker. You know, he's always out at the field. You know, he's the first one there and the last one to leave. He's just a great worker.
All right, Cole, well, you've played baseball, so you probably have a great appreciation. Logan, third base, pitcher, hits number 3rd in the lineup. How tough is that to be able to be good and excel at all 3 of those?
It's very hard. You have to be a natural-born athlete, which he is. I know he's played football before, and he was great at that. You know, all the coaches are looking at him. The scouts are always out there. He's just a great athlete, whatever he does.
So some exciting things happening for Logan. He got a full ride to Boston College to play baseball, and I guess there's some pro scouts looking at him as well.
Yeah, I think anyone would be. That's a great opportunity, but he was also saying how he was interested in if baseball doesn't work out and going into the business world too.
So Cole, he wants to play baseball, but obviously if that doesn't work out, he's big into economics, talking about politics, the business world, and how all that stuff relates to maybe how he focuses on the diamond.
Yeah, I mean, he's really set himself up for success. I mean, whether it's with baseball or with business, you know, he's a smart kid. He's going to be successful.
You know, that 3.5 GPA, the ride to Boston College, you know, you as a student athlete as well, talk to us about mastering balancing academics and athletics and how tough that is.
Absolutely. You know, those two things go hand in hand, whether it's in school, whether it's, you know, out of school, but he has it down. He's just a great athlete and student athlete too.
Cole, as always, great job on your story today.
Thanks.
All right, we got more Game On Profiles in a minute. Stay with us here on the Education Channel.
The forest is a magical place for your whole family, with animals and fun all around. Ooh. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
That'll wrap up this edition of Game On Profiles. We want to thank all of our student reporters for their fine stories. For all of us from Game On Profiles, we thank you for joining us. I'm Maverick Johnson. Game on!
Get out, don't walk.
There you go.